I think this is a great way for us to go inside weather because it got all us talking about models and what's coming up. So I want to bring in a WSI senior meteorologist, Dan Leonard. And Dan, I understand that you experienced some of yesterday's severe weather firsthand, right?
Yeah, you know, Maria, we have a lot of weather nerds up here in the WSI office. I mean, that's basically what we do. We're all a bunch of meteorologists, and yesterday was obviously a really fun day for us. Boston, well known for its snowstorms, but we don't get a lot of severe weather. Yesterday was an exception, and you saw a lot of hail video. We've had tons of hail video and footage in the Boston area, but my coworker Ben, he took this video yesterday of a gust front that came through, and it was actually pretty impressive. He was guesstimating the winds at roughly 50 miles an hour, so not only big hail in the Boston area, but really strong winds with some of these storms as well. So it was a fun day for all of us here at WSI, for sure.
We're the same way in Atlanta, right? Whenever storms come through, everyone's, clamoring to the window to get to see what happens.
And Dan, you haven't been here to visit us yet, but there are no windows on this first floor, which is really frustrating, but we understand what you guys do. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so but did you have any damage? Did your office have any damage?
No, actually, unfortunately it missed. The heart of the storms missed the Andover area. They were really further south on toward Metro Boston area, but that didn't stop a lot of us from trying to leave a little bit early and chase the storms down into Boston. I tried to do the same thing, but unfortunately the traffic held me up a little bit, so I wasn't able to get down into the heart of the storms, unfortunately. But I know a lot of the guys here at WSI, they left a little bit early and were able to witness the storms firsthand as they came through Boston.
All right, so let's get back to the forecast, upcoming, and we were just talking about the challenges with models, and they hold on to a storm, they don't. When you come to making these long range forecasts and you deal with a situation that's on again, off again, how do you communicate that?
Yeah, well, everybody knows there's uncertainty involved in forecasting. I mean, meteorologists have the reputation of being uncertain, and it just comes with the territory. But I will say this, yesterday it looked pretty good for that big nor'easter because you had the ECMWF model on board, and then the short range model, the NAM, came on board and supported that solution yesterday morning. There was only one model that really kept the bulk of it offshore, which was the GFS, and that's the model that ended up being correct. So this is one of those situations where if you had guessed which model was going to be correct, you could have had the right solution, but unfortunately it's just sort of a guessing game sometimes.
Well, and correct is still relative, right? Because we still have a couple of days to go. Yeah. So there are still things yet to be developed.
And to say nor'easter in July, Dan, would have been kind of irresistible. But thank you so much, Dan. We'll talk to you next hour.